The starting fives for both teams as we're just about ready to get this one started. And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Duncan. And it's MP in at the point guard. And for the Heat, the front court is Jaquez and Butler. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Christopher in at the two guard. Here we are, Brent, right in the middle of the season now. How do players stay mentally sharp during this time of year?
Well, it's really coming down to a lot of what the support staff can do for your team. Physically, you want to be in the best condition you can. So are you getting your massages? Are you taking care of your treatments? Are you getting in the weight room to make sure your body is not atrophying in any way? You keep that strength that you put on in the off season. All these little things add up to you maintaining a level of performance and consistency that your teammates and yourself can rely on, Kevin.
And it's White missing. So for the Heat, the last game a loss to Indiana. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And it's White missing. For Miami, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
MP against Rozier. MP from deep three-point land. Brown dishes to MP. Five to shoot. Rebound by the Heat. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
Well, it was, because they got to play a lot of the second half against the second unit. The guys that ordinarily would have been out there were stuck on the bench with all those fouls.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
You should see MP here a lot with how physical he plays the game.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
This team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And our third month into the season, things becoming a little more clear in the power rankings. We'll take a look at the Cavaliers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, for Boston, they finally found some answers to their early season woes. I like the way they're playing right now. Suddenly, there's optimism surrounding this team.
No good from Duncan.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Jaquez finds Butler. It's hauled in by MP. And so MP will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 10-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win. You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Counted good.
You give MP lanes to the rim, he looks to attack. I love his initiative there.
Here's Christopher. 17 points in his last outing. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Nice ball movement by Boston. It's Brown on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the three ball.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Out to the right wing. Back to Rozier. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
The drive by MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, putting on a show with that dunk. MP just attacking the rim.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Adebayo throws it down.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
With the drive, the kick out to Brown. He's off on that one. Great defense at time from Jaquez. Makes it off the glass.
And the balance Jaquez Jr. has is impressive. That's tough trying to knock him off his kilter.
Rozier against MP. White the pass to MP. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Now, here's Rozier. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Celtics trail by 11. Now, here's MP. Coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Porzingis against Rozier. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by MP.
And Porzingis has that kind of touch at 7'3". He can hurt you in there.
Rozier the pass to Christopher. Rozier against MP. 13 feet away. And Boston with the rebound.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Inside, and stolen by Butler. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 8.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
MP against Rozier. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Well, one of the better shooters we've seen over 7 feet as Porzingis able to knock down a distant shot.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. And you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Ware's checked in, and it's Jovic in for Butler.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Now, here's MP. Out to the right wing. It's up a 3. Hauser misses. The Heat leading by 8. And here is Rozier. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game over MP.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Christopher after the basket by Boston. Here's Ware. Still yet to score. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Ware passes to Jovic. That's tipped. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Heat.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop down low at 7-3. Porzingis over the top.
Here's Rozier following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Has to Ware. Out up there for Johnson. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. MP is number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Good body control from Holiday, gets the shot off while getting hit in the process.
Tillman, he's checked in for Porzingis. The Heat leading by 3. There's the pass to Jovic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for him. Here's Christopher. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Timeout call, the Heat. And you watch Terry Rozier. His playmaking, Brent, has really ascended over the years.
Yeah, Terry has had a really good career and has been a little bit quiet and muted because of where he has played his career. But his opportunity as a secondary role guy to come in and score the basketball and put pressure on the defense, he is a go-to guy for stretches for any team.
Now, here's MP. 5 points in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 7.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Christopher. Over Holiday. The kick out to Rozier. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1.
Now we get a chance to check out MP. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging 39 points, 12 assists, and just over 3 steals. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Terry Rozier. Austin also with the sub. Walsh is checked in. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Here's Johnson. They get it again. Christopher.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Holiday, the pass to MP. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Miami trailing. Johnson in the corner. Six to shoot. Here's Christopher. Bank shot. No good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's Johnson. Following the miss by MP. Good on the shot.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the paint. Here's Holiday. That one goes. Count it.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Christopher. Covered by MP. That one good for 2.
Yeah, not a good start for him offensively. Just too late from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
MP deciding where to go with it. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Lets it go from the wing. That misses off the backboard. Here's Christopher. Covered by MP. On the wing, Johnson. Here's Christopher. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat out front.
Heat 25. The Celtics 24.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And they've made a point of pounding the offensive boards, turning those rebounds into points. It's been a great effort.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got White. He's out there with MP. And it's Reed in at the 5, patrolling the paint. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against the Magic was sensational. He ended up with 43 points, and he was all over the glass in that one, with a season high in rebounds. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
And David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Celtics trail by 3. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
And what a night to remember for MP. Still so young, this guy could have many nights like this in the future.
The Heat have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Rozier the pass to Christopher. Rozier against MP. And he gets it to go. Rozier's got 9 points.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Rozier into the lane. That shot off.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Tries it from 9. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Hawkins.
Tough tough to even slow down playmakers like Brown.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Drills it from outside.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
MP kicks to Duncan. To the inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Let's take a peek now here at the league leaders in rebound. Fifth on the list, Ben Adebayo.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Down low, here's Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
On the attack, Jimmy Butler playing with that edge.
MP against Rozier. Duncan, the pass to MP. On the wing, Brown. Latrey. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Rozier, the pass to Hawkins. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics trail by 3. To the middle. Here's MP. Inside. MP gets it. Now a timeout called by Miami. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Yeah, the best way to make it hard on teams is continue your motion. And their motion on the perimeter just wasn't good enough. That ended up costing them.
Zinkas, he's checked in for Boston. Rozier, the pass to Adebayo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists now in this one. And so, MV will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Brown, right side. Offline with his 3. Miami's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Outside, Rozier. Brown against Hawkins. Shoots over Brown. Offensive rebound.
Adebayo is by no means an ordinary big in this league. He's just one of the few players in the NBA who can legitimately guard 1 through 5. A true defensive anchor.
And Adebayo drops them both.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Got a piece of it. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball. Salto.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Miami leading by 5. Rozier with the ball. 12 points for him. 13 feet away. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. To the paint, MP, and Rozier pulls it down. Rozier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Celtics trail by 7. MP outside. To the inside. Butler with the steal. Pass to Rozier. Knocked away. It's stolen by Duncan. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Pass to Shireman. And here's Duncan. MP outside. Fires it up. Shot clock at 6. And the turnover again by Boston.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Christopher, the pass to Rozier. Fires from deep. Poked away, and that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And the Heat making a change here. Jovic is checked in. On defense, Boston, they trail by 7. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
MP from deep three-point land. There's Brown with the 3. Kept alive by Boston. Porzingis can't hit.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Jaquez the pass to Rozier. Loads it up for Adebayo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Now a timeout called by Boston. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Ware's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Jaime Jaquez. And then for Boston, Hauser's checked in, and it's Holiday in for Jaylen Brown. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Adebayo. He's all the way up there at number 3 in the Eastern Conference fan voting. So we conclude the first half.
That's the end of the first half. What a score! Your Miami Heat, 64. The Celtics, 49.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 15-point game. The front court is Jaquez and Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Christopher in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Back to Rozier. Here's Christopher. White covering. Christopher the pass to Rozier. Clock at 4. Shots good by Butler.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders, beware.
MP against Rozier. The drive by MP.
And that's his 4th. No doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
4th personal foul. First team foul.
Here's MP, and he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And that's now 20 points for Terry Rozier.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
MP against Rozier. MP kicks to Brown. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Brown's got 9.
MP.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And stolen by MP. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Yes, Adebayo.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Rozier. So it's Boston now. They trail by 18. VanVleet against MP. Here's White. Bangs home the trifecta.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. And I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, D.A., is a two-way threat.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Celtics now. Christopher, the pass to VanVleet. To the hoop, Butler kicks it out to VanVleet. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Miami ball.
A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Taking a look at Miami. The season well underway, and they've been solid in third right now. And, of course, there's the Celtics. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And right now for Miami, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
White finds Duncan. He had a nice open look right there.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. Smith checked in for Miami. Hawkins outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader. The rebound by the Celtics. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Butler. And here we go. It's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis.
Always one of the hardest workers on his team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
A moment for an injury report. And now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Terry Rozier's doing. David.
Hey, guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Heat. He told me it's a sprained elbow. They put some ice on it, and they're hoping that he doesn't have any inflammation. This injury could be devastating for them. This is a team that had title hopes, Kevin, and this is not what they need.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Here's Christopher. Yes, that goes in. Christopher's got 7 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And White kicks to MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Pass to Christopher. And the foul called on Porzingis. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
3rd team foul.
And Miami has possession. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Hawkins, the pass to Johnson. Back to Hawkins. 5 on the clock. Here's Christopher. Here's Adebayo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And looking now at some numbers for Butler. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging about 15 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
Second free throw, no good.
Now, the two-way aspect of what Bam Adebayo brings to an NBA court, that's what you have to appreciate. He's so well-rounded as a player, and teams would love to have that kind of ability.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Butler against Duncan. Trying to get open is Johnson, and it's Butler missing. Celtics trail by 8. Down low. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Brown. MP's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now Adebayo. He's got 19. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Miami making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Adebayo against MP. Here's the dish to Brown. And White kicks to MP. It's stolen by Adebayo. In transition, here comes Miami. Finished off the break. And the Heat lead by 8.
And not really played as a playmaker, Cam Johnson, with the smart play, just giving it up.
And MP throws it down hard.
Goodness. MP going deep in the bag with that one.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Here's Christopher. He has 7, and it's White with the rebound. MP outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Ware's checked in. And it's Jovic in for Jaime Jaquez.
Xavier Tillman.
Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. Number 1, the Heat.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
The Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Now, here's MP. He has 31. Misses the 3.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Johnson, the pass to Christopher. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Christopher's got 10 points.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Out to the wing. Shireman, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 5 points in the game.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Johnson surveying the floor. The pass to Jovic. Boston grabs the miss. Inside, here's MP. Misses from short range. The Heat leading by 8. Johnson in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's what makes Johnson so difficult to guard. He's got that quick trigger.
MP outside. That shot missing. Excellent D there by Johnson. The Heat have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Hits it from 3-point range.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Pass to Shireman. Back to MP. MP drills the answer.
Feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Christopher. He's got 10. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Jaylen Brown. Just an incredible month of basketball. And he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Johnson can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Back to MP. Brown inside the line. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Miami Heat. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Boston making some changes. Reith is checked in. And it's Drew Holiday in for Brown.
Drew Holiday.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Celtics trail by 12. MP dishes to Holiday. MP outside. 1:25 left in the third. Here's Hauser. No good on the three. The Heat leading by 12. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. MP, no good. Miami's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Johnson, the pass to Christopher. And stolen by MP. Holiday attacking, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Heat shooting 43% from the field. Holiday against Johnson. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Bucket is good. Christopher's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
MP against Johnson. Now, here's MP. He's covered closely. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Reith. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And so it's Miami with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They have been sharp from beyond.
The Celtics, 80.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Boston, they've got Duncan. MP out there with Holiday. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position.
MP showing some toughness there, accepting the contact on the way up.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
They get it back. Adebayo, good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Just doesn't feel like Bam Adebayo is 6'9". He covers so much ground.
MP with it. Now defended by Adebayo. MP passes to Hauser. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Drives to the hoop. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by MP. MP's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Christopher the pass to Jaquez. Off target from 3-point range.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
2 points, that one goes.
He makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
To the paint. Here's Christopher. Kept alive. Adebayo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on MP.
Bam's size, along with his athleticism, that could be a big problem on the interior.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Right comes in for Drew Holiday. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 16-point game. Outside, Porzingis beyond the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. MP kicks to Porzingis. Jaquez with the steal. To the middle, here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You look how Jimmy Butler stays committed on that play, ready to overcome the defender and still take the shot.
And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. Guy earned the MVP at the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him.
And that's 5. One more, and he'll be disqualified. Got to be more careful.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside Butler. On the wing, Jaquez. He's covered by Brown.
Porzingis patrolling the floor, getting his arms up quickly to alter those shots.
MP right side to the inside. Brown with the bucket.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Jaquez outside. Here's Christopher, covered by MP. And that one is good. Christopher's got 5 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
From 10 feet out, and the rejection by MP. Into the lane. Oh!
Well, you love to see the athleticism that MP is developing here. Gets a step, and look out.
Here's Christopher, covered by MP. Christopher, the pass to Butler. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
So many intriguing parts to Jimmy Butler's game, including that delicate floater.
MP dishes to White. Lots of room. Miami grabs the miss.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy.
And so Miami takes this one by a... big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented